Hello and welcome to this Moho craft video where we're going to show you exactly what to do with your heart bunting flag. Right, let's get on with it. Right, here is everything that you will have inside your kit. So we've got our heart flag. We've got a bit of sparkly thread, that's your hanging thread, so we'll just put that aside for later. You should have one of our sewing needles with the nice nylon loops on the end, and you should have your yarn. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is carefully untie our yarn and separate the colours. Do it nice and slow, then you don't end up with a big tangle. Lovely. So it says your first instruction is to cut a piece of wool roughly 1.5 metres. So it's about that long. There. Okay. Now you've got quite a bit of wool, so you could just keep going and going and going and going on this until you've used it all up if you like. I will give you the basics and then we'll move on because I think there's enough of me on the internet already. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do our sort of dreamcatchery web design just through any holes. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So what we want to, I'm going to come up, I think I'm going to start in this hole over here. You can choose any hole you like. And you're going to pull it through and leave about a 5 to 10 centimetre tail. Well, I'm going to go for about that long, so that'll give me enough to tie in my knots afterwards. And then it's just a case of going crissing and crossing and making as many lines as possible. If you want all the lines to be on the front, so if we go down through that one, this will happen as well. Hold on to that there, then you don't pull it out. If you just want the lines to be on the front, and not, so this one's got lines on the back as well, you can just, so if you come up in the next hole and then kind of you just get the detail on the front, that's fine too, we'll do that. Or you can just go in and out of whichever holes you fancy. Up in that one, and you just sort of work your way around. There's loads of different things you can do with our heart flag. You could do it like a weave-in. You could put some beads and ribbons and things onto your yarn as well. Whatever you fancy. And if you get up to something exciting, send us a picture because we love seeing what you all get up to with our kits. So try not to I wouldn't go over to that hole over there because that would cross over the wooden bit, and I want to try and keep the definition. So I'll go down there. And we will let's come up in that one. It's not really a strategy. There's just a kind of mucking aboutness. There's another technical term. So I'm going to go over to that one. And then we'll come up in that one. Down to there. And you will be using all of the holes more than once. So don't worry if you think, oh, I've been in that one. That's fine. Let's go up there. Come down here. Across there. Oh, unthreaded my needle. There. Let's have one right across there. Down to there. I might see if I can just sneaky peek up there this time. Lovely. Down to there. Now when you can feel that you're going to start to run out of yarn, what I would recommend is trying to get sort of back to where your other end was. So my other end is about here, and if I can end up with both my ends on this side, then I can tie them together to fasten them off, and that will be quite handy. So we'll go down there and then up that one, up there. Ooh. Out that one. So I don't want to come out of the same hole because that would not be that helpful. So I'm here now, and so I can tie these two off. I could probably get another one out of it, but we'll tie it off so I can show you what we do. So we're just going to tie a double knot there. So round and tie. Don't pull it too tight because it will pull all your stitches a bit tight. And then we can snip those off. So then the knot sits behind the wool and you're all good. Right, I'm going to go with my second colour now. Okay, same again. So I'm going to start on this side this time so that all my knots aren't clumped in the same zone. So again, pull it through, leaving a tail to tie my nice knot. Now with this one, if I go all over it, then this pink is all, the lighter pink's all going to sort of disappear a bit. So what you can do is get a bit canny and do a bit of weaving through it as well. Oh, lovely. So if we go through, I'll go into that one. Okay, I'm quite happy now with it. Looks sort of roughly even. I've got a couple of little gaps, but that's all fine. That's the beauty of Dreamcatcher styling. So again, just join my ends together at the back. I've tried to get them as nice and close together so that we won't see any little bits. Oh, I can't get my scissors. Right, there we go. Lovely. Okay, so now we're going to do this back stitch row around the edge, which is completely optional. You don't have to do it. It's just what I fancy doing. So, and I'm going to do this with my 2 strands together. So you get two pieces of wool together. Make sure they are the same length. Let's snip that bit off there. Now to do back stitch, there's a little diagram on your chart. What we're going to do, I'm going to start in this one. So it says come up in hole 1, leave a tail, down in hole 2. Try to make sure your threads aren't sort of twisted unless you want them sort of like that. So it came up in 1, down in 2, up in 3, back down in 2. So just if they're a bit twisted. Up in 4, back down in 3, and then you just keep doing that. So forward 2, back 1, hence the name back stitch. And you can get a lovely nice edge around it just to highlight your stitches. So if you don't want it though, you don't have to do it. Do whatever you want. It's yours. Follow your heart. And when you get back to the end, same as we did before, we're just going to tie a lovely little double knot with our ends behind the wood bit. There we go. Get your scissors, snippy snippy. Lovely. So all that's left to do now is add our hanging thread. So if you take your needle, again thread it through back to front and back to front so that both your ends are at the back. Flip it over. Get your ends so that they're even. Now this stuff, it will split a bit because the metallic thread will sometimes come away from the main bit, but that's fine. So then wrap it again, a little overhand knot, wrap it all the way around through the loop, pull, 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 snippy, snippy, snip, snip. There we go. Lovely. So you can display it in pride of place, give it to your Valentine or Galentine, or just keep it forever for you. Okay, hope you've enjoyed our video. If you've got any questions, give us a shout, and don't forget to send us some pictures of what you do with our kits. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.